We were just talking the other day about how stressful it can be when you're starting school back again, because you might be going to a new school, you've definitely got harder classes,
Yes,
that means
for
more work,
sure.
and you still have to keep up with all of your practices here at the gym. Plus, we're going into preseason, so that means routines and a little bit harder conditioning and
No
mock
more
meets.
mats.
No more mats.
No more mats.
No more mats. Definitely no more mats. Definitely no more mats. And mock meets. So everybody, it's like it comes on you all at once. So I was just talking to Logan about it because I know she deals with the stresses. So we were like, let's do a video and talk to everybody about it so we don't have 15 little gymnasts freaking out and stressing because they can't handle it. So what else stresses you out, Logan, when we start back to school?
Well, so I'm taking honors and AP this year, and that just stresses me out because last year I didn't do that. So I know I'm just gonna have to put in a lot more effort, and I'm just gonna have to try.
Overachiever. It's kind of a gymnast thing, I feel like.
Yeah. But so a lot of that can stress me out, and then I'm gonna be a junior this year, so I have to take the SAT and ACT, and there's still extracurriculars that I want to do. Like I want to go to prom, and I'm gonna want to go to all the dances and the events and football games.
And we completely understand that. So I think that's like my main thing is that we want you, if you're stressed out at all, like even at the beginning, like come talk to us. Like we're really easy to talk to. You can call, text, whatever you need to do, and then we can talk before practice, we can talk after practice, but we just want to know what's stressing you out so you don't have a meltdown. Okay. I know we've had a lot of kids go over to the Cubbies and like work on their schoolwork, like sometimes during vault or during beam or just something. If you get your assignments done, we are completely fine with that. I don't know if you've had to do that. Have you?
Yeah, on beam, if I finished my assignment early, I had to go work on social studies or math just because it's a lot of homework. So
Yeah, even like honestly, even like the younger kids, like okay, we had one that was really stressed out. She was younger, and it was like literally it was just a crossword puzzle that she had not finished. It was like a crossword puzzle for school, and she was like, "I'm just stressed out right now. I really need help." And we're like, "Okay, it's okay." So we understand even if it's a crossword puzzle.
yes, they are here to help you. They do not want you extra stressed
Yeah,
out.
because school comes first. Like, school comes first.
Yeah.
I know everybody wants to get a college scholarship, but hey, you got to get into college first. And we totally understand that.
Yeah.
So it's stressful enough being a kid and dealing with going to school and this really hard sport.
Yeah.
The other thing that Logan was mentioning was extracurricular activities. I mean, sometimes you're going to want to go to school dances. I got it. Allie Raisman went to prom her Olympic year, guys. I really think it'll be okay if you want to go to the 6th grade dance. And then, like, that's going to happen. You're going to do it. I know, like, Alana does 14, 15 other sports.
At least.
And she's excelling in all of them because she manages her time, she talks to us, and we're able to work out her schedule and ours. So now we're moving on to Logan's tips and tricks.
Yes. So the first tip I have, which I'm not very good at, is try your best not to procrastinate. Now, I'm a very big procrastinator, so
Are you?
yes.
Wow.
I might have a 4-page paper due at midnight tonight that I haven't started, but who knows?
And yet here we are making a YouTube video.
Telling you not to procrastinate.
It's okay, it's work in
Fine,
progress.
yes, we are trying our best. We are trying to improve, but so try not to procrastinate because the longer you wait, the more stress is going to build up and the more things are going to pile on and you're just going to have so much more to do at the end. So it's really just not worth it. And if you can find little times to like work on your homework or work on studying, like that's the best time to do it. Because last year I was able to bring homework to lunch and I could do homework at lunch. And even though like that's not the most fun, I would rather have talked with my friends, I was able to get some of that done so I didn't have to worry about it later at night.
Yeah, and I think that that's another thing. You could bring it in here too and do it, because I know a lot of you like to come in and bounce around on Tom Track and play around. Do your homework. Your friends are here anyway. Y'all can hang out and do your homework over here in the corner. Not a problem. Or if you need a more like a quieter area, you come in our office. Easy.
Yeah.
Instead of doing Lord knows what you'd be doing.
Yeah, and so another tip I have is if you're like me and you're just not the biggest reader, but you have to read these books for school, you can get audiobooks and you can listen to them like while you're in the shower or while you're in the car. And that way, like even if you have to read multiple at once, it's not as hard and you can find little times to do it. And you don't have to actually read it, but you can listen to it and actually get the full effects of the book.
Great idea.
Yeah.
I like it. I listen to audiobooks when I run, not for school, but
All
love
right.
that.
And then the next tip I have is find something that works for you. Because like personally, I can't study in the day. I can't get my brain to focus. So I make sure I do all my written work first and try and get most of that done before practice. And then when I go home, all I have to do is study. And that way, like, I know I can study better at night and I just remember things more. So that's just what works for me. But find what works for you and make sure to really apply that.
Yeah, I mean, I know I'm not in school, but like I'm the opposite of her. I can only get my brain to work out in the morning. So I make sure I get up with plenty of time before work and work out to do like any of my office stuff because I cannot function after 9 o'clock at night. I mean, it is like shut down. So maybe you are an early bird.
Definitely not. If you didn't know, I hate the mornings. So
I hate the night.
and then another thing I have, and this one can be kind of hard, but when you come to the gym, try and leave it all at the door. That's what I try to do. I try, like, once I'm at the gym, like, that is my time to focus and be at the gym. I don't want to be worrying about school, like, while I'm in the middle of beam doing a series. Like, that's just not what I want to do. So I try and just leave it all at the door and not worry about it, because when I'm at the gym, that's my time to focus and, like, be at the gym and finish what I need to get done here.
Yeah, and it's a good time. I mean, that's a really good idea. And it's just a good time to clear your brain of anything else. You know, I mean, gymnastics is also for fun and, you know, it's just like
and you get to hang out with your friends versus being stressed out all the time.
Yeah. So, and I mean, you've got a couple wonderful coaches that try to make it as fun as we can.
Yeah.
And try to bring a little bit less stress into your life, even though I know sometimes we can be a bit much. That's good. Everybody might not know this, but Jeanette has a teaching degree.
Yes.
Yeah, so she so that was like her first love. I mean, I know gymnastics kind of took over, but she loves helping with school.
Yeah.
And she's super good at it, especially with math and science, and she will help you from kindergarten on up. Like, she's really good at it and she enjoys it. So if you ever need any help, this is kind of not a Jeanette pre-approved message, but I know that she will help you.
She'd be glad to.
Yeah, she does it all the time. So if, that's another thing. And just another one of come to your coaches. We're always here to help.
Yep. And the other thing is, don't get too stressed out about school, because while it is very important, usually if it's just one test that you didn't do well on, you'll be fine. You can do homework, you can do extra credit. So just don't get too strung out about it, because...
Are you saying this to also convince yourself, Logan? Because I feel as though...
I mean, maybe just a little. No. No, but like, you can't get too stressed out about it, because if you get too stressed out about this one test that you have, then your grades in other classes can start to slip, and that definitely happened to me last year, because I got so stressed out about my world history tests that like I started to do bad in physical science and in geometry. So you just have to make sure that like you know how to divide your time well, and you know like what needs to be stressed out about.
Well, and even SATs, it's not like you can't take it again.
Yeah.
It's still true, right?
Like, yeah.
It's been a while since I've taken the SATs.
Okay.
But thus ends Logan's tips and tricks. All right, so that's what we feel about the whole situation.
Yeah.
And I kind of think we want to end it with I feel like the biggest thing to take away is before it even becomes a problem. Like, just come talk it out.
Yes.
Come talk to me, Jeanette, Britt, Rebecca, like anybody. Come talk to your coaches about it. Or talk to your teammates. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, Logan's always down for talking.
Yes, I am. I always talk. Maybe a little too much, but that's fine. It's fine.
So just come talk to us just like before it becomes a problem. And if you've decided not to do that, it's okay. We can help you through that
Yeah.
too if we're having mental breakdowns. We've got all kind of ways to help. So it's the biggest takeaway. Less stress.
Yes.
Always. Thanks for joining us. Comment down below for the next video idea because we think this is
Yes. I mean, we're just going to take off. It's trend.
Livy and Logan show.
Yep. See you next time on Livy and Logan.